This is ABC 12's special presentation of the 48th HAP CareSource Crim Festival of Races. Now live from downtown Flint, here are your hosts, Dawn Jones and Matt Barbour.
Good morning, Mid-Michigan. Good morning. Happy Crim Saturday, and welcome to the 48th annual HAP CareSource Crim Festival of Races.
Oh, it's certainly an exciting day. You are taking a live look right now from the starting line where the race will begin in just a few minutes. Thousands of runners are lined up on Saginaw Street. They're pouring in right now, ready to take on this awesome 10-mile race.
I know they've been planning and preparing and getting ready for the big 10-mile race here along the blue line throughout the city of Flint. And we are excited to be here high atop the bricks in downtown Flint. Good morning, Mid-Michigan. I'm Dawn Jones.
And I am Matt Barbour again. We're just a few minutes out from this race kicking off. Like you said, our 48th year for this wonderful event that shines such a positive spotlight on Flint. It's such a day to celebrate, Don.
It sure is. It's an amazing day here in downtown Flint. And as Matt mentioned, this is the 48th annual HAP CareSource Crim Festival of Races, but it's Matt's inaugural Crim race coverage here from high atop the bricks of Saginaw Street.
That's true, yes. I've been a sideline reporter in years past. I even had the chance to be a line announcer one year. That was a lot of fun, but I'm happy to be sharing the lift with you this year. And really, Don, you can't beat this view. Look at that sea of runners ready to go behind us.
They sure are, and the races have already started. The cyclists got underway at 6:50 this morning, so we'll be expecting them to come across the finish line within about a half hour or so because they had an early start. They were first for today's Crim Festival of Races, and we're taking a look now at the start line. And as Matt mentioned, just a sea of runners and walkers there ready for the public start of this year's Crim.
Now, we do have a team of reporters and photographers stationed all across the city of Flint throughout the race course to give you different perspectives this morning. Our Sheryl Coonan is on University Avenue at the 3-mile mark. That's where I've been before. It's always a party at the water station. That's where there's a bunch of volunteers set up, making sure that folks are staying hydrated on the course this morning. Don?
And we have Anthony Writer. He is with us today as well, and he is where I used to report from for many years of the Crim Festival of Races, and that's the Bradley Hills. And Matt, I will say that is arguably the hardest part of the course.
All right, and we are going to be checking in with Dave Cesefske as well. He is at the starting line, and one of our photographers will be following the runners along the 10-mile course. And they're making some announcements right now for these racers.
Now this year, the elite runners are back, and they are among the racers and walkers and runners this year. And I think we're looking at are those the elite runners there that just got the early start?
Yes, they have taken off. They're on their way. And coming up in just a few minutes, our Anthony Writer will have more on the group's return to Flint this year. Those elite runners, I mean, these folks really smoke it on the course. They make it look easy.
They do, and they're here, of course, for the hardware and the prize, and to add a little excitement to the Crim Festival of Races.
That is right. And I know there's so many other folks. I see them stretching. They're doing their last-minute moves. They are gearing up,
getting their carbs in,
something like that. They're ready to run, Don.
They are. Now, as we mentioned this morning at 6:50, the 10-mile race for the wheelers got underway. The hand cyclists began, and the 10-mile race for the elites starting here for the 48th annual HAP CareSource Crim Festival of Races.
Yeah, then coming up shortly at 7:05, the 10-mile race for the 30-year club will start, and then at 7:10, the 10-mile public waves will also begin. But right now, I mean, again, we have a unique perspective from the race course. We have, I think it's one of our photojournalists on the back of that lead car, and hopefully he's hanging on okay this morning.
Yeah, and we want to say thank you to Brian. That's our photojournalist on that lead truck there, making sure we get all of the action from this 10-mile course, this 10-mile Crim course. And at that starting line now, we are going to have the 30-year runners, I believe, are getting ready to take off on the 10-mile course. And those are people who have run this Crim Festival of Races for 30 years or more. Crim, of course, 48 this year, but there are some who've run all 48. And who's getting ready to take off now are those runners who have run at least 30 of them.
Yes, they've earned that position, haven't they? I mean, that just goes to show how wonderful this event is. Dating back to 1977, and it all started as a race to benefit the Special Olympics. So at the heart of this event is something so beautiful, Don.
It is, and the Special Olympics, that part was headed Bobby Crim. He started the Crim races, but it was Lois Craig who started the Special Olympics Invitational, and that took place last night here on the bricks of Saginaw Street. So that's the mission behind this big festival that's been going on, as Matt mentioned, since 1977.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that first race began on the campus of Mott Community College, and at the time, only about 500 people took part in the race. And look at it now, Don, thousands. I think overall we're talking 11,000 participants this morning. That's a lot of folks in downtown Flint.
That is a lot of folks, and we are the best spectators. I want to say we're great at spectating. We're not running, but we are doing a great job at spectating.
Yes, I think we're going to check in now live with Sports Director Dave Cesefske. He is down at the starting line with another live look for us this morning. How's it looking down there, Dave?
Listen, the energy is palpable here. I'm down here with John Jerome. John, you're from Linden. You've been doing this for 40-plus years.
47. This is my 47th time doing it. Run them all except for the first one. Part of this great group over here of the 30-year club that all have run 30 or more of the Crims. We've got 280-some folks that have done 30 or more Crims.
What makes this race so special here in downtown Flint?
Being our hometown certainly helps. The distance of it, it's a tough race. So you want something that's going to challenge you.
What type of meal are you eating before a big race like this?
Same thing I have every morning. I had a bowl of cereal this morning, ate a banana coming down. I got a little goo in my backpack for about mile 3.
I thought you were going to say carbs and pasta, and I was like, well, maybe I can do this. But year 47 for you, taking a look at all these people. You ever seen so many people in downtown Flint for this race?
Yes, every year it's like this. It's fantastic. I hope everybody comes down and watches. It's 10 miles through the city of Flint. You've got lots of places to watch from.
John, best of luck to you. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Guys, listen, this is a lot of fun down here. 400 different Michigan cities, 40 states. People as far as Kenya have come down here. A lot of fun, and the festivities are getting started right now. We'll see you in just a moment. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Dave. And Dave was talking to someone who is a 47-year Crimmer. He's run 47 of these Crim Festival of races, and those 30-year runners, they were just at the start line, and I think they've already taken off.
Yeah, that's
incredible. We're looking at the 30-year runners there.
And then once they take off, the first wave of the public will start. Again, look at them go. I'm going to bring you a live look now from our camera, keeping ahead of the leader. We'll have to bring you that here. And they're on the move, Don.
They are on the move. It is a sea of humanity. From our vantage point, Saginaw Street is full of runners and walkers just waiting for their opportunity. And they start in waves, so people are going to take off in waves, and those public runners are going to be getting underway very soon.
Yeah, so again, another live look. That's from the lead position there. They really make some good time.
Yes, and so, we've been covering this race long before the race starts, right?
That is right.
And our Anthony Writer, he went out and he spoke with the folks at the Crim Fitness Foundation about the group, and that's the elite runners and their return to Flint.
Yes, we take a closer look as the city looks to rejoin the National Racing Spotlight. This is a big deal.
Post-water emergency and post-COVID, it didn't make sense for us to have the elite field because we wanted to spend so much time focusing on supporting residents.
Go!
Morgan told ABC 12 with the Crim on its path to 50 consecutive years, it was time to bring the elite runners back to Flint.
In 2024, we held the USA Track and Field 10-mile Masters Championships, and that was us dipping our toe into like the elite waters.
The elite class has already begun drawing national attention back to the city from sponsors, partners, and athletes.
While the race is for everyone, and we don't care if you're a fast runner or a slow walker, having an elite field is a really healthy thing for a race and for an organization.
Morgan says for a race's first year opening up to an elite class, expectations are between 10 and 15 runners to compete. The Crim expects between 30 and 40 qualified athletes on race day.
We have people from Colorado, from Hawaii, but we also have people as close as Owasso, Michigan, and as far away as Kenya. Not only does it make our race more well-renowned nationally, it's also a way to bring positive attention to Flint, and it's really fun for our community members and spectators to know that world-class athletes are here competing.
In order to join the elite field, runners must have hit a qualifying time within the last 12 months. Qualifying times are 51 minutes for men and 55 for women.
And we've had athletes that have run 5Ks in the 13 minutes and run half marathons under an hour, domestic and international courses. So we've had people who have run the Boston Marathon or the Berlin Marathon.
All right, of course, all the attention is on the 10-mile race. That's not the only event happening today. The half Crim 5-mile comes after that.
It does, and those runners and walkers will take off at 9 o'clock this morning, and walkers will start at 9:05. We are just want to let you know, we're just about a minute now away from that 10-mile start with the public racers. Plus, the 5K run will start at 10 o'clock this morning, and then the 5K walk starts at 10:05.
And after racers finish the half Crim and 5K, kids will line up outside of Flint City Hall on Saginaw Street. It's always fun to watch the teddy bear trot. That starts at noon later today.
Yeah, and so right now, we're going to take a live look at that start line there. So what we're doing is we're getting ready for the 10-mile Crim Festival of Races to begin for the public. Take a look at all of those people, 11,000 people this year, one of the biggest Crims ever, signed up and registered to be a part of this very special day in downtown Flint. And though the first wave of this public race is getting ready to get underway here in about 30 seconds or so.
Yes, let's keep it there on the starting line as we are just a few seconds out. Just can you imagine the anticipation for some of these runners? It's all built up to this. You know, they spend all summer long a part of their summer training groups. They've made some great friends, and that's really at the heart of this too. While it is a competition, Don, at the same time, you make this race what you want it to be. All right, we just heard the horn.
The sound of the horn,
yes.
And they are off. The 48th annual HAP CareSource Crim Festival of Races has begun here in downtown Flint, and look at those runners go.
Yes. Man, I just feel their adrenaline. I feel their adrenaline, Don. Best of luck to everyone this morning.
Best of luck. And Matt said earlier this morning, maybe we'll run the 10-mile next year.
Run? Oh, I don't know about that, Don. All right.
Well, the 10-mile runners, they are off to the races here for the 48th annual HAP CareSource Crim Festival of Races.
Yes, we will have continuing coverage throughout this hour. Keep it right here. We're coming to you live from downtown Flint this morning. Your time's 7:13, and welcome back to our special coverage of Crim Race Day. We are coming to you live from the Bricks in downtown Flint.
Yes, and we are 13 minutes and 54 seconds into the 48th annual HAP CareSource Crim Festival of Races. The first wave of the public 10-mile has already started, and they start in waves. They'll be sending a new wave every 30 seconds.
Yes, we just heard another air horn just a few minutes ago as they take off, but they all took off on the 10-mile portion of the race at 10 minutes after the hour.
They sure did, so that means that we are 4 minutes and 30 seconds into this public part of the race. And of course the elite runners, they took off a little earlier the cyclists and wheelers, they were the first to start this course for this 48th annual HAP CareSource Crim Festival of Races.
And we were just talking about this a moment ago, Don. This race is for everyone.
It is.
And you told me recently you spoke with Liz Jones. She is the Associate Director of Races and Training with the Crim. But what our viewers may not know, at age 9, she was diagnosed with cystic lung disease.
She was, Matt, and her journey to fitness hasn't been a linear path, but she wants people to know her diagnosis has not stopped her. Rather, it's fueled her.
Yes, Don, you sat down with her to discuss more on how races like the Crim are not impossible. Instead, they have given her the confidence to go that extra mile.
I went from having never ran a race, done anything ever at all, to training and running my first 10-mile Crim.
Because you wanted the medal.
I wanted the medal. But so much more came from that. You know, like I finished that medal, and I got that medal, and all of a sudden I realized I could do something that I had told myself most of my adult life. You know, this was 2011 is when I ran my first Crim. Most of my adult life I told myself, you know, you can't work out, you can't exercise, you have one lung, it makes no sense, you can't do it. And when I crossed that finish line, when I got that little medal, I thought to myself, I just did something I told myself I never could do.
And when I sat down with Liz, she also shared this.
I work specifically in the training program, and we have groups for individuals who are deaf. So we have American Sign Language fluent group leaders. We have training groups for the blind and visually impaired that run and walk with guides. We have groups for individuals that run and walk with prosthetic limbs. We work with the U of M Flint Heart Exercise Association, which has really helps patients with Parkinson's and have had recent strokes. They train to do the Michigan Mile. We have groups, again, all over, all abilities. We work with Exceptional Heroes, Vocational Independence Program. That is what brings such an incredible sense of community to the Crim.
Oh, certainly. I echo that. The Crim does build community, and in case you would like to see more of Liz's journey, you can scan that QR code you see on your screen right now. You can watch that full interview. And the Crim Fitness Foundation is taking another step toward making fitness in Race Week all the more inclusive, Don.
They are growing their race groups for participants for both physical and cognitive disabilities. They have created groups for the blind, the deaf, and those running with a prosthesis, seeking advice from members of those groups to best help them compete.
ABC 12's Anthony Writer spoke with Liz Jones from the Crim Foundation about committing to inclusion on race day.
When people have that sense of being able to train together and have that sense of community, it only helps the Crim grow as an organization and helps more people be able to be a part of everything.
The Crim Foundation has even started presenting at the national level, creating training programs for people of all abilities, and I think that's so encouraging to see that right here in Mid-Michigan, it's serving as a model for other people across the country.
It is very inclusive. And last night you kind of got a sneak peek of that at the Lois Craig Invitational.
Yes, again, I keep saying the word special because this really is a special time and special day for Flint. You know, there's still more to come for ABC 12's live Crim Festival of Races coverage.
That's right. We're about 18 minutes into the races, so about 8 minutes into that the 10-mile public races, which is starting in waves. We keep hearing all of the horns go off. They're sending these waves off every 30 seconds. Stay right there as we continue our live special from downtown Flint for the 48th annual HAP CareSource Crim Festival of Races.
Yes, we'll check in with Sheryl Coonan in just a moment. You saw her there.
And we're taking a look there at the runners who are making their way. I'm trying to see where they're getting ready to make their way over by Kettering University, it looks like. So they'll be making a water stop over there. Welcome back to our hour-long 48th annual HAP CareSource Crim Festival of Races. I'm Dawn Jones. What a pleasure it is to be here high atop the bricks of Saginaw Street to cover these fantastic Crim Festival of Races with Matt Barbour.
That's right. Your time now 7:21, and we just had a spectator stop by, say hi. Yeah. Everyone's so cheerful. You know, even if they're not participating in the race itself, people have showed up this morning to root on their friends, their loved ones, line the course, give them that encouragement, because like you said, the Bradley Hills will humble you on this race.
The Bradley Hills will humble you. And you've never run or participated in the Crim, have you?
Honestly, Don, the only time I run is if someone's chasing me. Yeah. So, I mean, I enjoy watching some of these stellar athletes who've been training all summer. Maybe one of these days I'll be motivated to get out there on the course, but for now I'm having too much fun with you.
Yeah, I've done it once. I'm having a great time with you, too. I've done it once, and really a shout-out to the training program. The training program is amazing. It'll turn someone like me into a sort of kind of runner.
But that is the thing. The Crim Fitness Foundation is there to set you up for success.
That's right.
And that's why it's always so encouraging to see these training programs pop up all across mid-Michigan.
Yes, and the training program is for everyone, because Crim is really for everyone.
Well, and you talk about the growth surrounding this event. The Crim offices, they're brand spanking new. They're in a beautiful location downtown, but that race is sticking with tradition.
Sticking with tradition, and what does that mean? The blue line is back. The blue line is what guides the runners and walkers along the 10-mile course. As you can see, we caught up with the company that was striping the blue line. That's M&M Pavement Marking. They laid down the 10-mile route earlier this month. Now that line is 6 inches wide, and nearly 60 gallons of paint, Matt, were needed to put the blue line down for this 10-mile course. They've been at it, M&M Pavement Marking, for almost 20 years, trading big paint trucks for a lean striper that keeps the course sharp.
That's certainly an interesting looking little contraption they have there for the crew. That line isn't just paint, of course, it's the signal. The Crim is here.
My wife and I are both looking at the yellow lines, and we're looking at the white lines. Then, of course, as we're driving around, we see the Crim line, and that reminds us, oh, yeah, we'll be back down here every year painting that Crim line. We're just glad to be a part of it. We're glad to do this for the Crim.
And, of course, today, runners from all over the globe are chasing that line through downtown Flint and into many of Flint's neighborhoods.
That's right. And, again, the elite runners, they're making tracks on this course. Yes.
That's right. The race is on this morning. Many runners are already making their way through the city, as Matt mentioned. The elite runners are making tracks.
Yeah, they're probably just about to reach the halfway point, honestly. They have to pass University Avenue. We already saw the lead runner there over there near Kettering University. And ABC 12's Sheryl Coonan is live for us this morning along the course. Sheryl, tell us where you are and what you're seeing. Good morning, Sheryl.
Yeah, good morning, Matt and Don. Well, we are at Chevrolet and University Avenue, right across from Kettering University. And, we saw our first runners run by about 7:13. They're making good time. They are looking strong. We've got our spectators out here. We've got a band behind us, and we've got our water tables set up. And this is all brought to us by Kettering University and some students there. And I'm here with my new friend, Aiden O'Neill, who goes to Kettering. Tell me about why you're out here today.
Well, I just like giving back here and there. I got a bunch of friends who are getting involved in running, so wanted to make sure me and some of my friends got out here and volunteered, show them some support. It's just a great time. I love the community.
Yeah, absolutely a community event, and you know what? It is all about that support. In fact, they say around the 3-mile mark is when you're past that initial warm-up phase and your cardiovascular system and your muscles are really settling in, and our runners are looking great. They need that support, so thanks so much for what you're doing, Aiden. And you can see all the excitement, all the runners still coming by, you guys. We're going to continue supporting them, cheering them on, and we'll check back in just a few minutes. Back to you guys.
Enjoy your time on the 10-mile course.
All right, the last wave just taking off here this morning. They may be last, but they're still first in our hearts
That's
as far
right.
as taking off on the course. And I was just going to say, we've been keeping an eye on the finish line. I actually see some hand cyclers making their way down the bricks of Saginaw right now. They're about to cross that finish line.
Finish line. Look at that. We're 26 minutes, 43 seconds. That's our unofficial time, but it looks like the cyclists have crossed the finish line. The first cyclists have crossed the finish line. What you're seeing there on your screen, that's the start line, though, and the last wave of the 10-mile runners, they've taken off, as you can see there.
That's right. I think we're going to check it now with Sports Director Dave Cesefske. He's along the course, and I think he's talking to one of those wheelers and hand cyclers. Dave?
Hi, Dave.
Bradley Hills.
Yeah, we're down here with Tom Davis, and Tom's your champion today. Tom, how do you feel right now?
Feel pretty good. It's always great to win.
Tom, how long have you been doing this race here?
I started doing it probably about 10 years ago. I just took about a 5-year break and just coming back.
Now, how do you compete for this race? How do you get prepared? I saw your wife out here. We want to give her some shine as well, but how do you get ready for this type of race?
We just ride your bike a lot, do some bear wrestling, eat some pasta the night before, and get up way too early and get out here and do it.
You said eat some pasta, so that gives me hope, right? Some carbs, carb up a little bit the night before. I do want to point out that you're from Michigan, though.
Yeah, I was raised here and live in Indiana now with my wife and kids.
Awesome. Well, Tom, we want to say great job here today, and how many times have you won, you said?
I think it's 4 or 5.
That's awesome, Manny. Great job. Congratulations today. There you go, guys. Tom Davis from Indiana, but he's also a Michigan native. Back to you guys.
Oh, how cool is that? A Michigan native. Thank you, Dave. Wins the cyclist. He's the champion today, and you heard what he said, right?
I think, well, first off, Tom was cool as a cucumber. I think he's a pro. He's done this a time or two.
And he says it feels great to win.
It does feel good to win, and our congrats to him for a well-earned title there this morning.
Yeah, he crossed the finish line just over 26 minutes into the race.
Yes. All right, in just a moment, we'll be checking in with Anthony Writer to see if any of the racers have, of course, made it more than halfway through the course at this point. You don't want to miss it.
Yep, we'll be right back.
Your time is 7:31. Welcome back. You're taking a live look right now from the finish line. Oh, actually, that's a shot of us, Don. Turn around and wave. I think I see us. Yeah, there we go. We are just halfway through our special live coverage this morning, and those runners are making their way back toward Saginaw Street. And again, just a few minutes ago, you saw those hand cyclers and wheelers cross the finish line.
Sure did, and we are so grateful to have Brian on the lead truck because we're taking a look there. It looks like that was the leader. We're looking at other runners who are on this 10-mile course.
That's the 3-mile mark right there.
The 3-mile marker, and it's 31 minutes into this race now. And as you said, the lead runners are making tracks, and everyone else is following behind.
That's right. And this is Don Jones. I'm Matt Barbour. This is ABC 12's special live coverage of the Crim this year. The events would be impossible, though, without that dedication, talent, and energy of thousands of volunteers that make this possible. So a big shout-out to them this morning because it takes a lot of work to set an event like this up.
It does. It's 11,000 participants in this year's Crim Festival of Races. And imagine how many volunteers it takes to get 11,000 runners ready and prepared to take on this 10-mile course. So shout out to all of the volunteers.
Yes, and I caught up with Brandon Morgan, who's with the Crim organization this morning. He was out here running around. He said, you know what? We were extra prepared this year, and it's smooth sailing. And I can tell it's been great this morning.
It sure has, and we've been here since very early this morning. A lot of anticipation and excitement, Matt, for the 10-mile Crim Festival of Races this year.
That's right. Before you get to the finish line, you have to make it through those Bradley Hills. The Bradley Hills are so tough for some racers. That's around the halfway point of the course. ABC 12's Anthony Writer is there live for us now. And Anthony, how are those hills looking this morning? Are the racers doing okay?
Yeah, Matt, like you said, the humbling Bradley Hills have really been a challenge for a lot of these runners. The lead runner passed us about 15, maybe a little bit less minutes ago, and we've seen a few dozen runners since. But this has certainly been a challenge. We've seen the cyclists have issues. We've seen runners slow down on these hills, and it is one of the biggest challenges that these runners are going to face today. It's here bright and early. These volunteers have been out here since the sun has come up, and right now we're just waiting on the big wave of people to come through and show off what they can do on the hills. From here in Bradley Hills, I'm Anthony Writer, ABC 12 News.
Thank you so much for that live look there, Anthony. I'm sure he's rooting them on. Coming up on ABC 12's Live HAP CareSource Crim Festival Races special this morning, we will take a look at some of the history behind the Crim.
The Crim, which started in 1977. We're also going to have some fun facts for you as well. All of that is coming up straight ahead.
Welcome back. We bring you a live look right now from our lead car. And there's the lead runner. The runners are on the back half of that race course now, making their way toward the finish line. They are getting closer and closer. Your time now, 7:36.
36 minutes into this race, and typically we start to see winners right around that 42, 43 mark maybe, and we see that lead runner there. No one's behind him.
Oh, yes, he's out on his own.
Yeah, he's out on his own. So
it
looks like he's going to be making his way around the Court Street pretty soon here as he takes on this 10-mile course.
Oh, yeah, we'll make sure to bring you, of course, the finish line when that runner crosses. And now, with such a big event like this, Don, we know it has a lot of history, rich history. In fact, the Crim started back in 1977 as a 10-mile road race, again, all to benefit the Special Olympics. So at the heart of this, it really is an event looking to make a difference.
It is. It was then Speaker of the House, Bobby Crim. He founded the race with his assistant turned race director, Lois Craig, after seeing a Special Olympics track meet.
And speaking of Lois Craig, last year's Crim events were dedicated to the late Lois Craig. Her namesake event, the Lois Craig Invitational, was held last night. I saw some video and pictures of that event. It looked like a great time.
And dozens of people, they take part in the tradition each year for Special Olympics. And the athletes, athletes has droves of supporters who come out. They're great spectators. They cheer them on as they run along the bricks of Saginaw Street.
And a little more background for you on Bobby Crim. He served in the Navy, he served as a teacher, and he served in local state government. A lot of folks give him that legend title, and I think that is well-deserved.
Oh, I think so, too. Last year, ABC 12 sat down with the now 93-year-old. He said he believes the future of the Crim Fitness Foundation looks good, and it's all thanks to the dedicated, hard-working staff and board.
The success of any organization depends on people, not what I have done, but what the board members, the members of the staff, and the people in this community, what they have done.
Bobby Crim has also given $1 million to the Crim Fitness Foundation and U of M Flint. He wants young people to know they can also succeed.
It's all about setting goals. All they have to remember is, motivation, drive, keep going. Somebody will help you. If somebody will recognize your effort. Sometimes just a little bit of help makes a big difference in their lives. So I hope that I'll be remembered as somebody who helped people, who was willing to help.
40 minutes. Note that the records.
And that would be, of course, the lasting legacy there of Bobby Crim and this Crim Festival of Races. And if you would like to learn more about Bobby Crim, you can scan that QR code you see right there on your screen, and you can watch our full exclusive interview with the legend himself, Bobby Crim. And now to some more fun facts you may not have known about the Crim. I'm sure there are lots of fun facts we may not know.
Yes. Again, the Crim added a 5-mile, 5K, and 1-mile distance with the Teddy Bear Trot over the years, and we look forward to that later today.
And still ahead on ABC 12's live Crim Festival Races special, we have a sneak peek at this year's Crim medals and also the T-shirts that racers will receive once they cross the finish line.
And coming up later, we'll check back in with Dave Cesefske and see who is the winner of this race. Keep it right here on ABC 12 for this special live coverage of the 48th Annual HAP CareSource Crim Festival of Races.
And welcome back. That lead runner, he has broken away from the crowd, coming across Court Street here shortly. That's a live look at our lead car. The runners are making their way toward that finish line. We are 43 minutes into this 10-mile race, and we are expecting that lead runner there to cross the finish line within the next couple of minutes for sure.
Yes, he's getting very close, and we're going to stay on top of his position on the course.
And for the Crim's 48th year, participants will sport custom medals and T-shirts.
That's right. We'll show you an up-close look at that. ABC 12's. Here, we'll pass it in. Here's the medal right here. Speaking of, isn't that a beauty?
It is.
It's a nice-looking medal. Don, ABC 12's Anthony Writer got an early look at this year's awards and the special collection now 2 years from completion.
A lot of people, they come for the shirt and the medal, right? People love race giveaways.
Brandon Morgan, Crim's Director of Development, told ABC 12 that medals will be awarded regardless of where you finish.
We've talked to people who are running their first race or who are really proud of overcoming an obstacle. So when people cross that finish line, one thing that they really look forward to is being handed that medal.
Matt Trevithick says that creating the medals is a collaborative process where nearly the entire Crim Foundation comes together to brainstorm ideas before finalizing a design.
So we start pretty early designing our medals, typically the fall of the previous year, just doing some sketches internally on our team, really going after the theme of each race and trying to find, a cool creative design that we think would work.
For those that have run in the Crim over the last 3 years, Trevithick says one of the Foundation's craziest ideas has become a reality for Crim 50.
We're doing a 10-inch medal that says the number 50, and it's magnetized. And every festival medal from the previous 4 years will be able to be magnetized to that Crim 50 medal.
Morgan says even if you're not racing for medals or t-shirts, the event still has something for you.
Live music, bands, photo booths, food trucks, vendors. There's really something for everybody, even if you're just coming down to watch.
And those are some beautiful medals there. There's still much more to come for ABC 12's live Crim Festival of Races special this morning.
Yeah, that lead runner there is cruising straight ahead. We're going to check back in with our Dave Cesefske. He is at the finish line waiting on that lead runner.
Yes, we'll be sure to bring you that coverage as they cross the line here momentarily after the break. Oh, okay, we're staying with it, Don.
We're staying with it because he's on Saginaw Street.
He's so close.
Yes, he is so close.
Yeah, he's rounding the corner.
He has made the corner. He is on Saginaw Street. The lead runner, he has broken away from the crowd, and he will be crossing that finish line very shortly.
Yeah, you see the iconic Vehicle City arches there in the background. I'm trying to look down the way to see. There he is. He's hitting the bricks officially. Coming down the lane.
Yes, because we see the lead car, and here he comes. He'll soon be crossing the finish line, taking home the prize and taking home, of course, the coveted medal, the hardware. 46 minutes and 19 seconds into this race.
Yes, look at him go. He's putting on those afterburners.
He is. He's making tracks.
Yeah, he's determined to make it to that finish line again. We're bringing you this live picture as he inches closer. He's so close, Don.
He is so close, and the elite runners are back, and this runner here leading the pack of 11,000 plus runners for this year's Crim.
And again, there's a prize involved with this.
There is thousands of dollars.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, there he goes. Here he is. Okay, I'm watching him live from our lift, and he is crossing the finish line right now.
Yes,
congratulations.
47 minutes, the unofficial time.
Yeah, look like 47:02 maybe.
Yes,
we'll see what they say.
Unofficial time. Our Dave Cesefske, he is at that finish line, and we're going to talk to that winner, I'm sure, when we come back.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll let him catch his breath, and we'll hope to catch up with him. We are back right after this. Welcome back. We're live from the bricks of downtown Flint, and what a finish there.
Oh,
that was exciting.
It was an amazing finish.
Yes, that elite runner now, the owner of one of these, Don.
Hardware.
Yeah, beautiful, just beautiful.
And our Dave Cesefske, he is at the finish line, and I understand Dave is standing by with the winner of this year's 48th annual HAP CareSource Crim Festival of Races. Hi, Dave.
How's it going, guys? I'm down here with Nathan Martin. Nathan, you're the champion. How does this one feel, man?
It's just awesome. It's a hometown race. I live in Michigan, so just to be able to come here and win is really awesome, yeah.
Where in Michigan you from, Nathan?
Jackson, Michigan.
So talk about the preparation into this one. I know you're tired, but man, what a finish for you. How long did you prepare for this race?
So I'm just in general training right now. We were doing a lot of speed work, different things like that, just to get generally ready for road racing, and just to be able to come here, kind of test myself was really awesome. I'm getting ready for a marathon in December, so this is just a really good sign for that. So,
what brings you back here to this race? And I guess going off of that, what's the most challenging part of this race?
Yeah, so again, it's just a hometown race. Don't have to do a lot of traveling for it. Just a lot of people cheering for me, all that kind of stuff. And then what was the other question?
Well, what's the toughest part of the race? What's the most challenging?
So the hills for sure. I think I was on like 46 flat pace until about 5 miles to go, and then the hills hit and plans changed. But it's just awesome to get on courses like that because it challenges you, and it's not about like just doing the time trial and going as fast as you can. It's about just kind of enduring what the course has and what the day has. So,
Nathan, congratulations. I mean, what an awesome finish here today. And, I know we'll see you back here probably next year.
We'll see if it fits into training 100%. Again, awesome race to come to. And if I can fit it in, I'll definitely be back. So,
well, there you go, Nathan, you're champion. Guys, back to you.
Oh my goodness, Dave, it couldn't have been more perfect. A Michigan man wins the Crim HAP CareSource Festival of Races this year, and it was a picture-perfect finish, and he doesn't even look like he broke a sweat.
Well, he did say those hills were challenging, Don, but yeah, again, our congrats to Nathan from Jackson, Michigan, and what an exciting time for him to celebrate being the winner of the 48th Crim race this year.
I know, and not only does he pick up, where's the medal? The hardware.
It's right here.
He gets the hardware, but he's also taking home a $15,000 prize today for winning this race.
And folks are hoping to catch up there to Nathan. They have a little more work to do. They're out on the course right now. We want to go live to ABC 12's Sheryl Coonan. And how's it coming out there, Sheryl?
Yeah, it's going great. We're at University and Chevrolet, right at Kettering University. Waves and waves of runners just keep on coming. We have even seen some superheroes. Batman ran on by. I'm going to make my way over here. We've got this lovely family. My new friend Jill, you're here. Who are you cheering on?
My husband Eric, and then lots of friends and neighbors, people that we know.
Yeah, I keep seeing people come over here and giving you a quick hug. Now, did your husband run by already?
Yes. Yeah, he just went by a couple minutes ago. Yeah.
All right. Are you kids excited?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? He looked good like everyone else running by and some folks walking by. Everyone is doing a great job. And this is about the time of the race where your mental stamina kicks in. And you know what? They're really going to need it because they're about 2 miles away from those Bradley hills, but the energy's great. Everyone's looking good, and we're going to continue cheering them on and send it back to you.
Thanks so much, Sheryl. And you even heard it there from the winner himself, Nathan. He said those hills were quite a challenge. But before the next races start later today, we are going to check in with Storm Tracker 12 meteorologist Isaac Cleland, who is back in the studio with your forecast.
He is, and Isaac, we're seeing some clouds roll in.
Yeah, it's been mostly cloudy here throughout the morning, and we will have the chance for some scattered showers and a few rumbles of thunder as the day progresses, and that's thanks to a cold front that will be moving through today. Temperature-wise, we are in the 60s this morning, along with the mostly cloudy conditions, and you can see here on the radar that there is a line of showers back between Mount Pleasant and Big Rapids at this point in time, and that is the cold front. So today we'll still have high temperatures up at around the 80-degree mark, but once this cold front moves through, we will have an early taste of autumn over the next couple of days. So there's the current temperatures in the 60s. This will be our warmest morning for a while. We'll have 50s tomorrow morning, and then we will be looking at lows in the 40s as we move into early to middle portions of the upcoming work week. But in the meantime, for today, we will keep an eye on some showers coming and going from time to time, with highs in the upper 70s and a few low 80s.
Thank you, Isaac. Well, now that these races are over, Matt, it's time to talk about what comes next.
Yeah, the racers will continue north on Saginaw to the Michigan Vascular Center Festival lot. It's a big celebration for people after the races. They'll get their finisher's medal that we've been showing you, a little water to hydrate, and don't forget the food tent. I'm sure they're ready to gnaw on a piece of pizza or something. But before heading to the flat lot for live music, entertainment, and giveaways as well, this festival lot will be open until 2 this afternoon. So really, again, this is just a full morning and afternoon of fun.
It is right here in downtown Flint, and I misspoke when we came back from break. The races are not over. They're really just getting started.
That's right.
The elite runner, he pulled away from the crowd, and of course he's been crowned, but there are still thousands of runners still on the streets of Flint trying to finish this Crim 10 mile.
Yeah, we just checked in with Sheryl a few minutes ago, and you saw them well on their way. Okay, once all the races wrap up, you can find the results on the Crim website. That's at crim.org. You see some folks right there catching their breath after coming in this morning.
Yes, it has been an amazing morning here in downtown Flint. Thanks so much for tuning in to our special this morning as we covered the 48th annual CareSource Crim Festival of Races.
That's right. Such a special day for the city of Flint. A big celebration, like we said. Congrats to everyone who's already crossed the finish line, and we're cheering on the rest of the people on the course.
That's right, and there are more races to come. Don't forget to look online for race results.
Have a great morning.